Welcome back to Gestalheim Productions 3 Mass Planning. When last we left our heroes, they had went into battle against a number of gnolls, resulting in what appeared to be Delani's sister popping out of the woods, needing help. But after some small investigation, Delani realized this was not his sister, but an imposter. What happens next? You'll find out soon. For this episode, we don't have any music or a promo just because I'm still trying to get back up to speed. If you enjoyed our shows, you should also be checking out the network we're a part of, the Fun Installers Network, whose promo will be playing next, and then we'll be on to the show.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. On the frontier of the internet is a new website being constructed called FuninstallersNetwork.com, where they install fun directly into your brain, where they do collaborations with other creators, such as video game reviews, podcast episodes, art galleries, and they even do little game master tips for you who like tabletop role-playing games. So make sure to go over to FuninstallersNetwork.com and tell them that this really cool radio guy sent ya. Now back to your regularly scheduled program, whatever it may be.
Okay, you don't even have to roll. You know, the more you look at her, the more... I mean, this visually looks like your sister, but the more you look at her, the more things don't add up. Like, just a slightly different set to her shoulders, just a slightly different way that she's sitting. It is a very good replica.
Oh, no.
But it is not your sister.
Dun, dun, dun.
How do I do this thing that's back my head? I feel the lady's yelling at me to have him do, but I'm not sure if it fits his character.
Do it.
Because he is hugging her still.
Yep.
Yeah.
And her spy's murmur is now out of earshot, to nobody else's knowledge.
Okay, I think this would be an acrobatic, or will probably be an athletics roll, because I feel like he's hugging her and it's all fitting together, and he is going to try to basically pile drive her backwards.
Try to what?
He's trying to pile drive her.
Well, that's going on. Can I try and basically attune to the spy's murmur in place of her?
Because I'm hugging her, so he's basically what he's trying to do. He's trying to push himself up and fall backwards, so they both come down head down. If that makes
So you're trying to suplex her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's super.
Okay, roll me acrobatics.
Goodness gracious.
So you're suplexing, and I'm going to attempt to end her attunement by attuning to it.
Okay.
Nice.
I will handle this one after the other. Okay, what did you roll?
I rolled a 12 with a 7 plus 5.
Okay, then. No, you do not. As you start to do that, she physically... Everyone who's looking at her see her eyes go slightly wide then narrow as she physically fights against whatever Delani's trying to do, and just you end up falling on the grass with her on top of you, sort of pinning down. What, Delani? What?
I think Delani's like, nice. It's a good replica. But
I have no idea what you're talking about. And we will jump cut to Akahashi. You said you were trying to attune?
Yeah, I'm going to try and end her attunement to it by attuning to it myself.
Okay. Roll me a straight D20.
A D20. I thought attunement just takes time.
Yeah, but you're trying to break it as well.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Straight D20, that's a 16.
Okay, you just managed to break the attunement. So,
nice.
Yes.
Would you like to try and attune?
Of course.
Okay.
Give this person a friendly little hello, telepathically.
Okay, we will come back to you because you need to take a few minutes to attune.
And she doesn't know that her spies murmur is taken and that I stole it. I think the only thing she'll probably realize is that her attunement got broken. I think she'll realize that, but she don't know where.
Yeah. Okay, back to you, Delani.
Yeah, I think Delaney's like, you're not my sister. A good replica, but she put too much into that leg. Also, you know what she looks like, but you don't know how she stands. She doesn't. You're favoring your right side. She's a left-hander. And with that, I think he's going to headbutt her.
Hey, roll me an attack roll.
All right, that's a 19 to hit. No, actually 18 to hit.
Yeah, roll me, roll me some damage.
Okay, that is a 5.
Okay. Yeah, and she reels back a bit. She just reels back. It's like, oh, you bastard. Okay.
And then I think they're like, see, you guys are... it's a fake, guys. My sister wouldn't call me a bastard. She called me a cracked egg.
Okay. And yeah, she reels back and she's attempting to clamber up to her feet now. And that's when she notices not only is the spy's murmur gone, the attunement's off, and she's like, where's the one in the mask? Because she can only see 3 of you.
Meanwhile, Agile and Killian literally don't have a single idea. Robin might be the only one with an idea because she saw it happen and because she was looking dead at it.
Robin is not saying anything. Robin is just like...
Exactly.
Yeah. Where's the one in the mask? Where's
your what? And he's staring at her. What are you missing?
None of your concern. Nothing that concerns you. Did you need it back? So where is it? She just starts looking around.
She wants to know where I am, but literally nobody does.
Nope. She just gets a shrug from Maddie.
He just says that one likes to climb the trees. May have better luck up there.
I'm not sure that we should be giving away information. Sounds like this one might be an imposter.
Delaney just looks over at Adula and just kind of winks like he's got a plan.
Aguilar gives a very, very tiny nod.
If they're up in the tree, you can't avoid it falling. Yeah, that's the Sean brain going.
Okay, so while all of that's happening, Akahashi, you finally attune to the spy's murmur.
Crouching in the bush, yep.
Yeah, and you hear a voice.
Yep.
What the hell happened? You broke up for a second.
So, now, I don't know as a player exactly, would telepathy like this give a direction involved because of the connection, or...
it is within a mile.
1 mile, that's a fuck ton of space to search, damn.
What the hell's going on?
So her name is I?
Are you saying that in character?
In my head.
Okay.
Because it's telepathic, I don't have to speak.
Okay, yes. Is she still alive?
Right now, yes. But she could be dead in a matter of seconds.
And so...
For the record, her ruse has already been caught.
I figured. Well, so could this one here. The real one. The one we are copying. I copy.
Oh no.
Sounds like we have to have a hostage exchange situation.
Or you could let me speak to my...
Well now. I could. But obviously, I want to know what your game is here.
A simple job, nothing more.
And your employer?
The blood ashes.
Okay, now add a character.
You would know that as the name of the pack that is after Delani.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. And I'm going to slowly, come out of my hiding spot, but I'm also pretty much going to pull a dagger on Fake Girl.
Hey! So,
I'm going to pull a dagger on Fake Girl and basically have her like at Razor's Edge. And then I'll activate the effect for the Spy's Murmur so that they can hear everything that's going on. Your friend can hear you, The jig's up.
So, let me get this straight. You've got a dagger at her throat?
Yep, I've basically got around her, dagger to throat, and she knows her jig is up. And, well...
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm going to let the other person on the other end know you'll hear her.
Okay. You all see, except for Akahashi, you all see her eyes just go wide. It's like, it was a job, half payment, and then payment when it was completed. Nothing more, nothing less. Real one is still alive, held in a bandit camp about half a mile from here.
Not very far.
So here's what we do. You get to live if the other lives.
Okay.
We'll go over. I'll let you go there. You give her to us.
There might be a problem with the gnolls if I do not come back with Delani either dead or alive. Quite frankly, I would rather my partner and I get our lives.
Perhaps we can use that to our advantage. This fake group into thinking that he's bringing him in. I would just as soon as avoid bloodshed is for the bloodshed if we can.
I would have liked that too, Dora, but these guys.
Bloodshed's not really a problem for the Kawa clan.
For others, it might be. He gives them a knowing look.
Hey, Akahashi.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say Kawa clan out loud?
To Aguilar?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
Uh-oh.
I want to judge her reaction.
Excellent. Because the Kenku just goes
rigid.
And Delani, you would recognize the way a Kenku just goes pale. Fuck.
Anybody who's looking at Akoshi could almost like see the sinister like smile.
Does that ring any bells with?
Yeah. What?
With Billion?
We need to roll for this.
If anyone's well versed in the art of criminal, maybe.
Yeah.
Does she look like she's well versed in the art of criminal, sir?
I don't know. It's your characters.
I mean, the only reason I'm asking is because I've been around a lot longer than anybody in the fucking group.
That's what I roll.
William might actually have an idea just from time.
Yeah.
What should I roll for this?
History?
18.
Do you want me to run?
No, I will let...
I would also say, as per also something we discussed, Phoenix, couldn't Aguilar also do an inference off of a religion roll?
Oh, yeah. And or religion check if you want.
It's gonna be the same number.
Okay. Alexio, would you like to fill both Nick and Dusser in on what they might know about the Kawa clan?
For Aguilar, is a history religion.
It is
That's going to influence what I say for you.
Yeah, let me think about that for half a second. Okay, I'm gonna say religion because she's a knight of her order, and it's specifically a religious one. So I'm gonna say that from talking with from her order, talking with other are ones they've probably heard something.
So for Aguilar, the last name does sound familiar to religious sense.
Mhm.
Name of a masked priestess named Ayame.
Okay.
Decently high up in that clergy.
What type of clergy?
Masks. The god of thieves.
Thieves, trickery, sometimes intrigue.
Sometimes.
She,
Probably don't know her personally, but you do, but the name comes to mind.
what of that priestess might she know with that role? Like, what reputation is there, perhaps, is the better term.
Say there's maybe like a whisper or two that she only got it due to her family. Like, as like almost like a baseless rumor. She seemed pious enough.
Mhm.
But there's definitely like a dirty rumor or two that like she only is, in her position due to family ties and then there's a few more darker potential ones.
Yeah, that's the ones that she would be more or interested in. She would have been more interested in rumors that could tell her potentially if this person is of ill repute.
I mean, on surface, she's very reputed. On surface. But as for closed doors, almost nobody knows what goes on. So there is a good amount of mystery surrounding her.
Yeah. Which kind of tracks for or what she's a priestess of. Her eyes flick over to Akahashi. We need nameplates on all these characters that we can see.
Oh, okay. One minute. I will do that. You guys continue on.
All right, is like look over to you, but she doesn't. Being a dragonborn, being a scaly girl, has some advantages when it comes to hiding how you feel. So I'm going to say, like out of character, she is very wary, but without like maybe an insight. Hey, Roll, you're not getting much off of her. Maybe, if anything, maybe guarded, but it's a dragonborn, so telling how she's feeling is question mark.
And then the sidebar of what you witnessed earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like you can Akahashi can probably piece together plenty about how she is from like how she's been handling some stuff and reacting, but on this,
I think that's all you're going to get.
Yeah.
For
that's fine.
good roll, but there's only so much.
It's a mystery cult or something.
Yeah.
So, if she doesn't, it makes sense for her, even with a decent role, for her not to know that much without being a little bit closer to the situation.
Yeah.
So.
And then Killian rolled what for history?
Killian's just been around for a while. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
Many.
Yeah, a while.
Such many.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what I want to say about that. That's a little different.
I mean, Nick, you can roll if you want.
I thought he did roll.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you didn't? Oh. I'd say at the very least, even if you don't roll, you'd probably, that last name sounds familiar in an infamous way, at least over the last century.
Okay. I'm not going to worry about a roll.
At the very least, there's definitely somebody with the last name who was well known enough to make a name for themselves within the last century.
For good or for ill.
For good or for ill. Most likely for ill.
Okay. Works for me.
And Akahashi,
Mm-hmm.
you hear through the spy's murmur just what sounds like a couple of curses in a language you don't understand. They definitely sound like curses.
Can I identify the language, or?
No, you wouldn't know it.
Okay.
It's not one of the ones.
Well, I know it's not one of the ones I know in and out, but I'm like,
Yeah, but no,
I could just like recognize.
it's not a language you'd recognize.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is better. You get the feeling whoever's on the other end is pinching the then.
Definitely wasn't ready for this.
No.
Cool. Out of character. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll ask you on the other end. How do you want to go about this? We have our demand of Delani's actual sister being returned, and we know your demand of I's life being returned to you. So how do you want to go about this? Ball's in your court.
Say that, but we have no guarantee that we will actually walk and remain that way.
See.
What was we can't hear the person, right?
No, because it's telepathic.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
If Aguilar knew about it, she might say something. But she doesn't. So she's not going to. Other than looking to Akahashi and might you let us know what they're saying so we might be able to formulate a plan?
I'll do my best. Now, I know you have no guarantee of walking away if you, double-cross the Knolls.
Oh, we have no guarantee of, if we even think of crossing the Knoll. Like I said, I would rather we both walk away with our lives.
Does Akahashi relay that to the group?
In the gist of it, of double-crossing Knolls doesn't work for them because their lives still go at risk.
We just took out. How many bodies were there?
How many bodies? Two undead Knolls, and then Knolls A to F. So that's 6 plus a pack leader.
Well, I have control of the one witherling.
Well, yeah, I kind of count that because that's
Yeah.
Once the 24 hours are up, that thing's dead.
So at least 7 of the things, if we count the witherlings.
Yeah, at least 7.
Well, what? The small party that you guys sent with they're all dead already.
Indeed.
One undead is tamed. The other is, back in the grave.
I see.
Tell your. I don't know if you're.
They can hear you at Aguilar. They can hear you. It's almost one way, but
I see.
I'll explain how it works later.
All right. As for myself, I would prefer to get you and Delani's sister and this interloper out of this safe and sound. Whatever happens afterwards, I will do my best to keep it from getting bad. I can only do what I can do. For these Knolls, well, there are a bunch of dead ones littered about here, and
they're Knolls.
Yeah.
And they're Knolls. Is anyone really gonna miss them?
No.
Not so generally.
No.
I don't think many people like Knolls.
Allow me to speak with I privately.
Fine, but she's going nowhere, just so you know.
I understand.
And the most guarantee I can get you out for your life at the very least, if you don't bother Delani again, you don't have to deal with the Kawa clan. And then I'll take the spy's murmur off and put it back on I's ear with my other hand.
Yeah, she, when you put it back on, there is a noticeable flinch from I, but then she settles, and about 2 minutes pass. She definitely does not relax at all.
Of course, I'm not letting her relax.
Yeah, I know, but
we don't relax at this campfire.
This is not a relaxing campfire. This is a campfire for killing things.
Killing an interrogation at this point.
Yeah, and then 2 minutes pass, and then she's like, you can take it back.
Wonderful. And I'll take it back.
I know what to do. I expect we will see you.
So where do we meet?
You will have to ask I that.
Fair enough. We'll see you then.
And you get the feeling also get the feeling you have been hung up.
That's okay. I am still almost like madly grinning with just like the sadisticness of how I had to do that.
Yes, and it is very apparent to your hostage.
Yep. I'll remove the knife from her throat.
She breathes a little easier.
So you have your plan with your partner in motion. And just so you know, you make a break for it, you know what happens.
I am very well aware. And after a steadying breath, the Kenku form melts away to reveal a white-haired changeling of indeterminate gender.
They're just changelings in general.
Yep.
Huh.
I've got a changeling and another M-Pain.
Now,
No one knows she's what.
I do have to ask, do I know what Delani's sister like is supposed to look like, or just off of, or do I just have to go off of what I changed into?
That is up to Sean.
I think Delaney's shown a picture. He's very proud of his sister, even though they drive each other crazy.
Oh.
And then you also take out the picture to show Adelaide, like, oh, this is my sister. I mean, you can see from this picture, and it's probably a picture of her taking a dummy and it exploding.
Yeah, basically. It's a very good... there are magical cameras in this world. There are, they are definitely not like today's cameras. Think like, the old snap a Polaroid picture and then...
Like the one, like the one-use ones or something?
Yeah, like that. No, but she looks exactly like I had transformed into, but there is definitely a much more manic energy about her as well.
The crazy adventure.
I'll admit, you got the look down almost to the T. You might need to work on your acting a little.
I feel like the picture. I feel like in the picture there's like a wide smile, eyes closed. Like, I don't want to see what happens. I want to see the aftermath. I don't want to see if I blow my leg up. But I'm going to do this.
Yep. Yep. What did you say, Alexiel?
I'll admit that you did a really good replication. And then again, I suppose that's par for the course for changelings, isn't it?
It is. Yes. If you have paper, I can give you a general layout of the camp, the bandit, and lead you there.
I suppose that question goes to everybody, because I'm looking to see if I have paper or not.
Aguilar probably has some. She's
almost that the cleric has some. That's realistic.
That, but also, she, told, Imeon that, she would, keep track of stories, for him. And while the oral tradition and, of her people is pretty strong, it doesn't hurt to write down stuff. And then,
I forgot you were supposed to chronicle for Imeon, so you do have paper on hand.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she's probably got plenty in the, whatever, a good cleric would have on hand. I mean, she's going to have it, but, she's got plenty of paper that she can write with, or scrolls, I guess, is a better way of phrasing it. Not loosely. That would be terrible in this world.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, hand her the paper.
Yes. And he carefully sits down and starts to sketch. And because for some reason, my handout things don't want to work on Roll20, I will put the image she draws in chat, and then I'll figure out the handout thing later.
Yeah, I just want to double check.
Yeah.
Or, what organization did they work for again? 'Cause
They are currently on a contract for the Blood Ash.
Blood Ashes?
Yeah, I did. It was Blood something. Blood Ashes, I believe.
Okay, I know they're after Delani. What else do I know about them?
That they're after Delani?
What else do I know about them? This is criminal information.
Oh, yeah. No, you would know they are a decent sized pack. There are also whispers that there might be a couple of essentially mages within the pack as well.
Well, I think we proved that part.
Yeah. But what's unusual is that this pack is growing, and it's not just with witherlings or gnolls born from hyenas. They will deliberately seek out and kill other pack leaders and then absorb that pack into them. So they're always growing. The ringleader of the pack is someone only known as Mother.
Okay.
Yeah. No one knows what she looks like. And it is very hard to pin down where the actual base camp of the pack is, essentially.
Okay.
And they're also very nice.
Well, they're gnolls.
Yeah, well, and targets they want dead tend to die. Very, very messily.
Tend to.
Yes.
Well, flash over to currently where we're standing.
Yeah, exactly. And anyway, yeah.
Question: how much longer do we want to run?
I'm starting to fade, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, I'm way past fading. I'm starting to fall asleep.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I can hear it in your voice now.
Yeah. Okay. We will finish up here, and I will post the map that I draws for you. There you go. It's in threefold mask.
Okay.
A very rough one.
Oh, that's cute. Spell scribbly.
And then the X is where Delani's sister is being held.
Yes.
Beautiful.
You should note that she gives no indication of any guards or any others that might be in the camp.
Now I have to ask, do you know how many are in there?
She does not answer.
It would make it easier for you and I to survive if we knew where they are. Because frankly, if we don't know where they are and they sneak up on you, they, kind of lets that marinate. It's a little hard to keep you alive if we don't know where the enemy is.
Oh, I will be staying. If I am a changeling after all, and there are benefits. I will be going in as a gnoll.
Well, I hope your Noel impression is better than your Delani's sister one. She doesn't mean that, like, she's not meaning that as an insult. She genuinely hopes that because, like, Delani saw through the disguise. She's hoping that a bunch of Knowles aren't going to be like, hey, who's this guy? Hey, where'd this guy come from? That's not Jeff or whatever.
We shall see.
Mm.
And now there's a Knoll named Jeff.
Anyway, we shall leave it there because Nick is falling asleep and everyone else is falling asleep, I believe.
Yeah.
I need
Sorry,
to.
guys.
I've got to take.
Oh, I had so much fun doing that.